Hey guys, it's Kristina here, and I thought I'd film a advice video for you guys on high school because I do have family members that go to high school or are in high school, and I basically give them a lot of advice on many different topics, and I thought, why not just share it with anyone who decides to watch? So if you're watching this and you're in high school, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because high school is actually the best 4 years of my life, and I can help you, well, I can try to help you make it your best 4 years or however long you have left in high school and watching this. But yeah, also make sure to subscribe if you guys want more videos like this, as well as I also make tutorials if you guys are new to my channel. And make sure to subscribe for that and turn on the post notifications so you know every time I make a new video, as well as sharing and commenting on videos. Yeah, let's get right into the video. So tip number one that I have for you is to always do your homework. I was one of those students that exams really affected my grade in a way that I'm never really a good test taker because I have super bad anxiety, not just with tests, but just general really bad anxiety. And I find that if I do my homework, like every single homework, never miss one, that helps me get good grades. Like I was on honor roll for through high school, and I was in an honors class, if you will, like an honors program, and that really just showed that doing my homework really helps my grade, basically. And if you're a person that struggles with tests and you have test anxiety, I can also give you tips on that as well. I'll make sure to make a video, just let me know down below. But doing your homework, I would say, definitely will help you get good grades, and your parents won't freak out or anything like that if your grade is low, or well, it wouldn't be low if you were doing your homework. And also, if you don't do your homework and you get good grades, some schools really bring down your grades because you don't do your homework. So I would suggest doing your homework because honestly it's literally like a smaller version of studying, so might as well get that out of the way, and it's a good review for the next class. Next one is just to have fun. And I know that's so general and you're probably like, you're saying have fun, but how do we have fun? And what I can say for that is in order to have fun is to just be positive about everything and be accepting of new things that come your way. Like for me, a lot of new things were science experiments and going outside of my comfort zone to go to the Museum of Natural History. I did a research project with two of my really close friends, and that was something that I learned how to do, and I think that it does help you, and it helped me choose a career where I want to do something in the science field, and that's what I'm studying to do. It's not exactly the same thing, but it made me understand what path I was going towards because in high school I decided to change halfway through what I wanted to do, and because I had that experience, it helped me, and I was having so much fun with it. And I'm a person, I fit in with all these different groups. Like I would be the only brown person with a whole bunch of my Asian friends. I would be the only girl in a whole guy group. I'll be the only freshman, or only whatever grade I was in, but specifically freshman. I'll be the only freshman with a whole bunch of juniors and seniors, and it's just a way for me to have fun and just not take life too seriously, and it helped me get away from a lot of my problems. Even though they say it's not healthy, it's needed. I feel like that is needed. So definitely have fun in high school. Don't take it too seriously. Just if you know how to manage your time, you can have fun as well as study and get good grades. The third thing is join clubs. I was a part of a lot of different clubs, and it really helped me meet new people, make friends, and it helped me become more cultural, understanding a lot of cultures and learning about a lot of cultures that I never knew about. And it gave me lifelong friends, honestly, because a lot of the friends that I've made that I talk to this day have been in clubs that I've met, or have been in clubs that are associated with the club that I was in. And that just really helps you become more group oriented. You're able to work with groups, which is one of the many things that people who hire other people for jobs, they look at, and it just gives you a way to just release release all the stress of school and have fun and do something you love. The next one is get to know the teachers. This is so important. Like, I can't even stress this enough to you. And a lot of people that I've talked to in person about this, and they always tell me like, oh my gosh, like you were right. Like, getting to know my teachers really helped me in high school because they got to know me on a personal level, and if I wasn't able to like understand something, they're able to explain it to me in a way that I'll understand it. And that's something that's so important. I can't even stress that enough to you. And these tips are not just for my school, but that's just most of the kids that I talk to, or most of the people that I talk to go to school in New York City. This is where a lot of this advice comes in handy, public school specifically, but it also works for my college, which is pretty good. But yeah, I would say definitely just make sure that you get to know your teachers, and if your teachers like you, honestly, they won't fail you. I'll just be straight up honest, they won't fail you if they like you. They'll try their hardest, and it's whatever you put in, that's what you get out, basically. So you have to make sure that if you want to be successful in high school, you have to show that you want to be successful, and you have to actually work towards it. The next thing that I want to talk about is being open with your parents. This is something that isn't really related to high school, but more like for high school students. And I have a lot of family members that are super secretive, who have been secretive about a lot of things that they've done. And I have done stupid things, not even in high school, and mostly in middle school. High school is where I started being honest with my parents, and that's just something that I've learned throughout my life, is you have to be open and honest with your parents no matter what, because they know what's best for you. The reason they do things for you is because they have gone through something. May not be exactly the same thing, because obviously different generations, different outcomes. They can read a situation and know what's best through their mind. And me being open with my parents, I went to the same high school that my dad taught at, so it was kind of like, okay, I can be totally honest with my dad because he'll understand where I'm coming from because he works there. And that's just something that I went through personally, and why I think I'm able to give this advice is because my dad works there, and I've grown up knowing how it is to be a student there, knowing how it is to be a teacher there through the mind of my dad, and understanding what's the best way to work around things. And I honestly, when I graduated, I was so happy with my life that I would not regret anything that I did in high school, because I followed exactly what the advice of I'm giving you right now. And I was super honest with my parents. Like, if I wanted to go to the mall with my friends after school, as long as I didn't have an exam the week of, or I'd finished my homework on like before, which you could do during lunch. I didn't go to the lunchroom for a whole year. My whole freshman year, I was not in the lunchroom. I did not eat in the lunchroom. You can get your homework done. My parents would be like, okay. And I'm brown, so that says something. And my parents are not a joking fan. My dad's a teacher at my school. It would look bad if he was like, oh, you can go, and I got bad grades, or I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Like, it would look bad. And my dad's not like, anyway, whether it look bad or good, he's not like that. So I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. That's what I'm just saying. But don't make me responsible if anything goes wrong, because I'm not to blame. Just putting it out there, because I know some crazy people would just do that, and I'm just like, I never met you in my life. Just letting you know. The next one is how to choose from good and bad friends, and how to drop bad. So how to drop bad friends. You do not want bad people in your life, because they would only reap bad things. That is something that I learned in middle school. I learned a lot of things in middle school that helped me in high school. So if you're in middle school, you can also follow this as well, because I wish I had this as well. I had to learn these things the hard way, and it was not fun. I would say just basically do not talk to them. Like, do not even, like, if they text you or they call you or they see you in the hallway, do not hang out with them. I'm not saying to be rude to them. I'm just saying to let them out down easy. That's what I'm saying. But if I'm being totally, completely like blunt with you, you don't need them in your life. You don't have to talk to them. That's all I'm saying. I dropped a lot of friends in high school and middle school. Definitely recommended for sure. The last thing that I want to talk about, because I want to make this like a part 1, part 2 video, is to don't worry about dating. Now I'm probably one of those people that are like, you're probably gonna be like, why is she telling us about dating? It's because she never dated anyone before. Oh my gosh, like, why? I have so many people in my life, for both personal and not personal. Personal being my family, not personal being friends and people in my school, or people that I know that aren't really my closest friends, but I do hang out with them, I do talk to them. But I don't really hang out with them, but I do talk to them. And I'm gonna tell you this because I see it, I've learned about it for a very long time. I've never really had a boyfriend. I made that very clear before. I never really had like a real boyfriend before, and the reason me saying that is because middle school relationships are not real, sweetheart. They won't last. If they lasted, that's probably because you started back in like 2000 and I don't even know, early 2000. But nowadays the statistics for a relationship lasting in marriage is 7 years. 7 years. I have people in my life that have been, my parents have been married for almost 20 years. It's so important to understand that you are so young. In high school, you are so young and dumb. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was young and dumb. Not in high school. In middle school, I was young and dumb. And in high school, I learned, and I matured very early, so my brain was already in college. Right now, it's still in college. But high school, my brain was working like a 20-something-year-old. I'm gonna put this very simply because this video is gonna run on too long. You don't need a boyfriend when you're still a child. Like, if you're not able to financially stabilize yourself, you're not fully engrossed in who you truly are, and you're not mentally getting yourself prepared for, what if I end up pregnant? Like, these are the outcomes that people never talk about and never want to bring up. But I have family members that like have gone through so much, and they learned and they told me, and there's other people in my life that are my friends who have gone through it. And you know, some relationships do last. Babies, pregnancies bring people together, but they can also ruin, especially if you're in high school and you're going through all these things and you don't even know how to care for yourself. If you're able to care for yourself and you're in high school, then by all means, this does not pertain to you. You can click off this video, but make sure to like and subscribe. Joking all aside, it's something that I learned, and going to a school where my dad teaches at, yes, that obviously already permits me like no dating, but I have people in my life that I know truly understand, and I have people in my life that I have preached this to so much, and it's never ever a good thing when they don't listen, because their relationships do not last. It may last a year, may last 2 years. That's less than the marriage rate, which is 7. Okay, marriage year, the average marriage in America is 7 years or something really close, like 7.5 or something like that. But that's what I remember reading online. That is very sad. That is so sad. Some people are even less. I know people who have been married for less than that, not even a year, like a couple months, maybe even a month, and it's so sad. And you know why? It's because people push onto relationships. They get influenced by their friends to go into relationships. I have young people in my family getting influenced by people outside of their family, like their friends, and they're dating and they're hooking up with people. And I'm not talking about hooking up like kissing. I'm talking about like hooking up things that you shouldn't be doing unless you're like wanting to have a kid. That's the easiest way I'm gonna put it, because I don't really like using those technical terms, so I'm not gonna use it. But yeah, like I would say, if you really truly respect your parents and you respect yourself and your heart and your worth, you don't need a relationship at a young age. You really don't need a relationship at a young age. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're brown and if your parents don't know you're in a relationship, do not post it on social media. Do not be stupid and post it on the internet. Just don't, just don't. That's probably one of the dumbest things you can possibly do, because as soon as you post it, that is there forever. It may not be searchable, but when you go in the database and you look up anything from your profile, it is there. I can't even stress that enough. Please don't do that. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you a lot. And if you're in middle school and high school, remember just to have fun and don't take things too seriously, and don't get influenced by people that are not even going to be there after 4 years, okay? Because it's not going to work out. I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to work out. So please just take my advice into consideration. You don't even have to follow it. It's your choice if you choose to or not. But I would say the number one thing I would want you to take from this is be honest with your parents and try your best. Those are the 2 things that I want you to take from this video. And I hope that you have a really great year and a good summer, because now it's summertime. Well, it's not technically summer, but still spring. But I hope you guys have a great summer vacation. You'll be seeing my videos a lot more because it is on break. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this, and turn on post notifications so you know when I do a part 2 to this video, as well as beauty videos, because this is what you can see on my channel. If you guys want a tutorial on this look, make sure to comment that down below, and I will for sure upload a video like this. It's super simple and I can show you how. And yeah, make sure to check out my other videos if you haven't, and if you guys want to see, or girls want to see, makeup tutorials, definitely check it out. I'll link one of my videos down below if you guys want. Bye guys!